Good afternoon and welcome to Great Sacred Music. My name is Sarah and I sing soprano with St. Martin's Voices. And today we are going to lead you through a sequence of music inspired by this week's theme, Ave Maria. Today marks the Feast of the Assumption, which celebrates Mary's bodily ascent to heaven at the end of her life. The Virgin Mary has provided inspiration for many musical compositions over hundreds of years, and today we will hear just a few of those. You have just heard William Byrd's Assumpta Est Maria. Byrd was one of the most influential composers of the Renaissance period. He converted to Roman Catholicism during the 1570s, a dangerous thing to do in England in the 16th century. However, a blind eye was turned to this due to his excellent compositions, and he was even supported by the patronage of Queen Elizabeth I. Assumpta Est Maria is an anthem written for the Feast of the Assumption, which I mentioned earlier is celebrated today. It is tradition at Great Sacred Music that we begin by singing a hymn together. Who Is She Ascends So High was written by Sir John Beaumont in the late 16th or early 17th century. The text reflects deep Marian devotion, describing Mary's ascent as the Queen of Heaven. The hymn's lyrics are rich with imagery, portraying Mary as exalted above the angels, resplendent in glory, and seated beside her Son. You are invited to remain seated as the voices stand and lead us in Who Is She Ascends So High. Our next piece today is Ave Maria by Franz Biebel. Biebel was a German composer who died in 2001. He worked as an organist, choir master, and teacher in a parish near Munich. It was common for workplaces to sponsor an employee's choir for a new commission to sing when they would participate in choral competitions and festivals with other similar choirs. Biebel was asked to compose a piece for the local firemen's choir, and the result was the Ave Maria, initially written for a double choir of tenors and basses only. The piece gained practically no attention in Germany for many years. However, when Biebel was the head of choral programs for the Bavarian radio, he began inviting American choirs to come to Munich and sing on the radio with other German choirs. One of these choirs was introduced to his Ave Maria and brought it back with them to the US, where it became increasingly popular, and the piece reached new heights of fame when the American a cappella group Chanticleer recorded it. Biebel's Ave Maria is unique in that it interweaves the traditional Ave Maria prayer with verses of the Angelus, a Catholic devotion that commemorates the Annunciation. Today we will perform the mixed voices version of the piece. Our next piece is Henryk Górecki's Totus Tuus. Górecki was a Polish composer who emerged as a prominent figure in the post-World War II avant-garde genre. Górecki initially gained recognition for his modernist compositions. However, in the 1970s, he shifted towards a more accessible style that blended elements of minimalism with his deep Catholic faith and Polish heritage. Górecki's most famous work is his Symphony No. 3, the Symphony of Sorrowful Songs, which gained international acclaim in the 1990s for its hauntingly beautiful exploration of grief and resilience. This symphony, along with his other works, often draws on traditional Polish music, religious themes, and simple yet powerful melodic lines. Totus Tuus was composed in 1987 to commemorate Pope John Paul II's third pilgrimage to his native Poland. The title, meaning totally yours, was the Pope's apostolic motto and reflects his deep devotion to the Virgin Mary. It's your turn to join in again as we come to our final hymn of the programme, which is Sing We of the Blessed Mother. This Marian hymn celebrates the life and virtues of the Virgin Mary. Written by George B. Timms in the 20th century, the hymn is often sung during Marian feasts and occasions dedicated to honouring Mary, such as the Annunciation or the Assumption. The text is a poetic reflection on key moments in Mary's life, including her divine motherhood, her road at the crucifixion, and her assumption into heaven. The lyrics are rich with imagery and convey deep reverence for Mary's purity, faith, and maternal love. You are invited to remain seated as the voices stand and lead us in Come, Holy Spirit, Come. Thank you for joining us today for Great Sacred Music. There is an opportunity for you to donate on your way out to support the music making here at St. Martin's. You can also find other ways to give detailed on your sheet. You can join us weekly for Great Sacred Music at 1 p.m, or if you can't join us in person, you can watch it on our streaming platform, stmartins.digital. We also have our sister programme, Choral Classics, every Sunday at 3:15. Our final piece is Hail Holy Queen, arranged by Mark Shaman. This is a lively and modern take on the traditional Catholic hymn famously featured in the 1992 film Sister Act. Originally a solemn hymn of praise to the Virgin Mary, this version transforms the piece into a vibrant gospel-style number that exudes joy and energy. Thank you for coming, and we hope to see you all again very soon.